Hi.
Alrighty,
We just
welcome,
missing Joe.
welcome everyone to the TechCatchupPodc. I hope you're all doing well. Joe is not in the house today, unfortunately, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe he just forgot, or maybe he is still sleeping. Who knows? It's okay though. so, hopefully everything's working out for you. We have a bunch of interesting topics for you today. Let me take this off of the screen because that literally just showed all of my stream keys and all of your stream keys, which is something that we shouldn't be showing. So,
We shouldn't be.
so of course, it's just the first 14 minutes of the show, which is always troubleshooting, and that's the same thing with every single tech show. So that's just what you have to expect, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like, there's nothing else that you can really do about it. So, let me get up chat quickly. Let's see. Nobody is on Twitch, which I expected. That's okay. And on YouTube, there should be somebody, but there isn't. This is just going so well right now, just so well. And now
It
YouTube
sure
is
is.
asking me if I want to end my stream. No, I do not. Okay, please don't end my stream. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see. Alright, got all the chats up. People are retweeting my stuff. My teacher is telling me to please look at my effing inbox. I don't know why. How are you doing this morning?
I am alright,
You're alive.
Yeah, I'm alive.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some good news to talk about with maybe the Google Pixel 5, if it's any good or not.
Yes, which I don't know.
Oh, hello,
about.
Joe. We are live.
I'm just woken up.
Oh, Joe.
Nice timing.
Welcome.
Will not believe I've literally just woken up at 2 p.m. My God,
Oh,
that's the first time I've ever done that. My God. Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
no problem.
Well, we have started. We're live, and by a
Okay.
miracle of God, like it's actually working. Like
Okay.
somehow we have a feed on YouTube, we have a feed on Twitch, and we have a feed on Luke's channel. So
Actually, on Twitch. 1 second.
oh my lord, you don't have to turn on your camera if you don't want to. If you
No,
literally
it's
just
alright. I've just woken up. Jesus Christ, I'm not turned on.
all right.
I just
so,
saw you alive, and I was like, oh shit, I remember now.
yeah, because we changed the time, and I bet that our viewers are probably like, "What the heck's going on?" I decided to change the time because, like, since we're making it into a longer show, I didn't want to spend so much time out of my afternoon doing it. And I know that like originally it was in the evening for you guys, so I was worried it was a bit too late. So I just wanted to have a more compatible time, but maybe we should push it a bit later. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think
Cool.
people in America will be up at like 8 o'clock on Sunday morning.
Probably not. Maybe that's why I don't have any viewers.
Yeah, and that's your channel's based around American people, because
Mhm.
that's where you live.
But hey, we have 2 concurrent viewers, and somebody already liked the stream, so I guess that's cool, right? And then on
Yeah.
Twitch, I used to have my chat up, and now it doesn't look like chat, so it's pretty cool. So I guess for all of you, just to do a bit of an intro, let's first go through the topics we will talk about today. First, we're going to talk about the Google Pixel 5, and then the Galaxy S20 for the win, or the fan edition. Then we're going to talk about that person who isn't as orange anymore as he normally is, Donald Trump. And then the Minecraft Caves update, which is something that I didn't even expect, because Mojang's normally like, hey, you want a Caves update? Here's another update. Hey, you want a Caves update? Here's some snowier snow. So I can't believe it. And then, I guess, then we're gonna ask for calls. So that's what we're talking about. I don't know anything about this Galaxy, or this Google Pixel 5. So
I've done some research.
Okay, so could you
during
tell
this
me
time.
about what's going on with this amazing telephone?
Well, it's got a Snapdragon 765G processor. It's 90 hertz, 90 hertz, and it's 6 inches, and it's got a good camera, but it's not wide, but it's very detailed, and it's got 8 gigs of RAM. Yeah, and they both have the same storage.
Like the 256 gigs or something that they normally have.
Yeah, so
It's the ultimate.
I don't know how much space they have, but the S20 does actually have space for you to put in a micro SD. But I think Google kind of forgot about them being a thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, so $700. Okay, so that is a pretty good price, I
Yeah,
guess, for like the cheaper of the options. So I'm pretty happy with that. But let's see. It looks like it's
the,
made out of plastic. That's my first
yeah, it
impression.
does. Yeah,
Um.
it looks like a really cheap phone from like 2015,
Mhm.
which you can buy for like £10.
Okay, so it has water resistance, which my 2016 iPhone, which costs the same amount of money, has had for 4 years. Okay, let's see. Okay, I guess reverse wireless charging, that's a good feature, honestly. Like, that's something where it's pretty easy to put in. I've seen it in like laptops and stuff, so I'm happy that Google's doing that. Help at hyperspeed, okay, the assistant, 5G, blah blah blah. QB. Yes, everyone needs to use this platform because it's clearly the future, right? Or QB or however you pronounce it. Have you even heard of it?
No, I haven't.
I
What is
know
it?
they spent like millions of billions of dollars in advertising and then nobody used it. Like it was an absolute flop, which was kind of embarrassing. Super fast downloads ready when you are share 5G. Oh my god. What kind of
You can
selling
play
features
games now.
does it have? You can play games?
Yeah, scroll down a little bit. You can see like you can play like the Xbox Xbox One streaming service.
Oh yeah, you could use like xCloud and maybe not only stream
I
like
don't think it works on this. No, it'll be on the S20 tab. This will use Stadia, obviously.
which kind of is a flop also because it costs so much. But I guess yeah, with 5G you might be able to download like a live stream of a game, not like a live stream like we're doing right now, but like a live feed of your
Yeah,
game, and then it'll work out.
and they
Maybe
sort of got a little video at the bottom
that's the
of the
same thing
camera
with every single tech show. So that's hold on. Our audio is working,
further
so
down.
that is good. Sorry about that little feedback there, but yeah, maybe 5G is the future for cloud gaming. That is kind of a thought actually, because it's like, what else do you need 5G for? Because it's probably
Yeah,
faster than like my home internet, and I'm able to stream out to literally 4 or 5 different servers right now. And although it's an unstable connection, YouTube says that it's excellent, so who cares, right?
yeah,
So it's kind of like that's a lot of power for 5G. So maybe if you were streaming a game instead of playing it locally on the device, that might be cool. Maybe if you were able to do something in your local area network, like being able to stream from like your home PC across the network, play all of your games on your RTX 2080 or whatever, and or 3080, I should say, and then have a good experience there. Who knows?
mhm,
What do you think about that?
yeah.
All right.
I
Let's see
guess,
what
yeah.
else.
Overall storage, it has 128 gigs.
For the entry level price at $700.
Um, yeah, no, for mine it says it's £600. I don't know. It must be $700, but
Yeah,
yeah,
because
for the
pounds
Pixel 5, it's that
pounds is
much.
worth more money than American pesos. They used to be Canadian pesos, but now it's American pesos because it isn't worth any money anymore. It's terrible. But yeah, I guess 128 gigs for 700 isn't too bad. Um,
Yeah.
oh man, they have literally yeeted out my schedule and changed it to a new schedule. I can't believe it. I my school is just so terrible. They're like, "Oh hey, we've changed the schedule. Oh hey, now you have to do this. Oh hey, now you have to do that." It's just so confusing. I don't know what's gotten into them, but Yeah, this does not seem like an impressive phone to me. Like, they are introducing technologies that are interesting, but
Yeah.
and like they've basically copied Samsung. If you look at their screen, let me show you. They basically copied. So, Joe, are you getting feed on or a feed on your Twitch?
Do you want
I
my
mean,
stream?
sorry, Luke.
Oh, let me have a look. Luke,
Yeah. What?
on your Twitch,
On my Twitch?
is it doing anything?
Let me check. Twitch.
You getting a
says
feed?
Wait, are we live?
Yeah, it says I'm live. Oh, no, I'm not on live. It said I was, but no, I'm not.
I think we might be live. Let's see.
Yeah, I am live. No, I'm live.
All right, nice. Okay, let me announce this out quickly, saying that we had so many technical difficulties, and I might have said some expletives that I wish I had not said.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay though.
Lord, okay, let's see. Where is my link? My link. I need a link. YouTube, you really suck with your streaming, but that's okay. That's just okay, right?
That's
So it is Twitch.
Just let it be. Let it be. Okay. Let's see.
Let it be.
Let it be. I don't need to know the song.
Oh, I'm actually live on YouTube as well.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
So yeah, I'm live on YouTube as well.
Alright.
Wait, it's you know, because like on YouTube it was like even like delaying itself. It actually managed to stay as one whole stream.
Huh. Interesting.
I think it's actually done that because
maybe
it
it
said
will
that
do
we
that.
started streaming an hour ago.
And then just have a switch or something. Like, how come? Okay, so this is. Let me explain. Okay, so let me get back to the feed. Hold on, I think my webcam just stopped. Or my camera.
Oh yeah, it's done.
Let's see. Is it gonna work? There we go. Okay, so this is what happened for all of you that are wondering. So, what I'm doing right now is I have created this really complex, I guess, not really complex, but it's a server that runs inside of a hypervisor. And what it's doing, first of all, it creates a local RTMP stream that you can send an OBS feed to. So, like, you know how you normally send, like, OBS to Twitch or something? Like, you've streamed before, right? You know how you have to enter in a stream key and everything?
Yeah.
So, what that's doing is, there's basically this real-time messaging protocol service running on one of the Twitch servers, and you link OBS into that. So what I'm doing here is I'm saying I want to bypass that. I just want to go right onto my local computer, basically. And then what I do is I take that, and using a program called FFmpeg, I encode that, and then I send it off to all of these different stream keys. So I'm basically adding a middleman into that. So I'm doing the same thing that Restream.io did, only I'm hosting it locally so that I don't have to pay money to go to more than 2 services, because I wanted to stream out to at least 4 or 5. So it was working okay, but what happened is that for some reason, Microsoft decided that it would be best to enable power options on hypervisor, because of course you want your hypervisor to go to sleep. Of course. Like, why would you not want that? So our stream crashed, and it was pretty bad. But it does look like we had some action here. Oh crap. Okay, so I guess what happened is that it did, like, break up my stream, so I'm probably gonna have to download it and edit it together and re-upload it for the archive. So hold on 1 second, since it decided to go live. Oh, we have 4 people watching also. And then what? So welcome.
Nice.
Hold on one. Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Seth Bling here. Actually, that's not his intro, is he? Have you ever watched Seth Bling on YouTube? Like, come on, you gotta say that. You gotta say you've watched Seth Bling. Like, he's epic. He's awesome. Seth Bling on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was his intro. I don't know, though, because I'm a noob. Okay, so back to the
Same.
subject at
I'm a
hand.
big noob.
So, if you guys did not watch the first part of this stream, highly recommended. We talked about some interesting things, like the Google Pixel 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy S20 Fan Edition. And basically, to recap our feelings on that, this is a waste of money. You should buy this phone. But if you want the true value, get Apple, which is something that I never thought I'd be saying. It's actually a juxtaposition. So, next topic.
Or go and get the new BlackBerry with 5G.
Oh wait, BlackBerry has a 5G now? Or a 5G phone?
Yeah, they are.
Awesome.
They're going to get that as well. But anyway, the next
Alright.
topic.
I thought the company went bankrupt.
No. They're still big.
Let's be honest, they probably did go bankrupt, but they're still
Yeah.
trying to sell stuff just because. And I keep on looking at myself. I need to stop looking at myself. Okay, look at the camera. Okay.
So obsessed.
I'm pretty sure companies have done that like all the time. Like they go bankrupt and then they're just like, well, I'm bankrupt, but I still want to be a company, so and then they collect all that money. I'm pretty sure even like the image, the person who holds the image that I'm showing right now has gone bankrupt in the past. I'm pretty sure of that. Trump.
Probably has.
I'm pretty sure, but he still has his Trump Enterprises or whatever it's called. Like the Trump Hotel and the Trump perfume, whatever he sells. Trump University.
What does he actually sell?
I think that, well, he's a real estate developer, so I guess he sells, like, hotels. Like, if you want to go to the Trump Hotel and get, like, the Trump slippers and the Trump soap and everything, then, you can just embrace yourself with Trump,
Trumpism.
Yes. Oh my god, Trump is an interesting character, isn't he?
He is odd character, which a lot of people don't know much about him, and don't really know a lot about his history. He's a very secretive businessman.
He is. Do you study like Trumpism in school?
No, we do not.
Interesting. Because I know
Like you in your school?
We don't either. But I bet in years come, like, they'll be like, oh, let's learn about this weird
Orange man.
Let's learn about this weird time in American history where a businessman became the president of the United States and spread this Trumpism all around, and everyone hated him except for some people, and then they really loved him. That's literally, just to sum up Trump in a few words.
Trump in a nutshell.
Yeah, Trump in a nutshell. But he has the Rona. And we're not gonna call it by name because if we do, then I'll get demonetized. But Trump got the Rona a few days ago. I know, like, your leader Boris Johnson, didn't he have some sort of virus, like the coronavirus also?
Yeah, he's had it as well.
How did that go?
Medical care. He had a lot of medical care. But
Did he almost die?
I don't know if he almost died, but like he got like very well treated.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Like, they probably spend millions of billions of dollars on like the people that lead their country just to make sure that they're not gonna die.
But like normal people in the world, nah. You don't go about them.
Exactly.
Society.
Yeah, because the leaders are more valuable than the regular foes. It's just kind of a sad fact of reality, though, isn't it? Like,
it is.
For some reason, they just don't really put much attention into the regular man. But I think that's probably just because, like, obviously people like Trump and Boris, they hold a lot of power. And if they were to die from a disease like this, then that would cause a lot of social unrest. So it's like, you gotta protect them. But I think he's doing okay. Because, like, I've seen, like, videos of him talking and different things the doctors are saying. This is by theory. Like, this isn't, like, proven at all. But I think that he has pneumonia caused by the Rona. Oh God.
The Ronies.
Yeah, the Ronies.
That's the quote.
Pneumonia caused by the Ronies, because if you look, his eyes are dilated, and that suggests that he's on some sort of medicine to try and prednisone. He probably is on prednisone to try and like limit the symptoms that he has, like limit the coughing and stuff. And plus, he has lost all of his color. He is incredibly lethargic. You can tell that he probably hasn't had a lot of sleep, but he is probably under the best medical care in the world, or at least the United States right now, at the Walter Reed Medical Center right now. So I hope that all is well with him, honestly. Like, I know that a lot of people have been making fun of him, and I kind of want to... I addressed this on Twitter, but I also want to address it here. Don't make fun of someone that has a disease or has a terrible virus. Like, that's just not right. Like, what do you think about that?
Yeah, it doesn't matter what person. You shouldn't make fun of them because it's a life-threatening disease.
Exactly. Like, even if you don't like Trump, and this isn't a discussion about whether or not I like Trump. Like, that's a completely different topic. Yeah. But I think that he's still a human being, and he still is suffering from this, and you can tell that he is. And like, it's hard for me to not show sympathy. So I know that there are some people that really dislike Trump and would really disagree with that, but that's like, I just have to treat him like any other person. If you got the Rona, like, I'd be incredibly sad. I'd have a lot of sympathy for that. So
yeah,
the same thing with our leaders. Like, I hope he gets better. But it is kind of scary to think about, like, what would happen if something were to happen to him. Like, I know that all the duties would go to the vice president. Did you guys have a plan in the UK, like, if something were to happen to Boris?
I think the vice president just stepped in for a little while.
Okay.
During the time, I think. I don't know. I don't know much about his case. That much.
And you have, like, presidents and I guess not presidents, but you have, like, the prime minister, and then you have, like, a vice prime minister or something?
Yeah, like someone below, yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
So it's like Parliament takes over, like the government. Aides take over, I think.
That's really interesting. Because I know, like, we kind of have a parliament, which is the Congress, but individuals from, like, the Congress would be able to take over if, let's say, something happened to Trump and then something happened to our vice president, then our Speaker of the House, which is, I'm not sure what the equivalent would be, but basically the leader of one of the chambers of Congress would take over.
Yeah.
Does your parliament have, like, different sections to it, or is it just one big?
I don't know, actually. They probably do, but I don't really go much into, like, the
political science.
Yeah, I don't. But
it's like,
there probably is something like that.
I didn't know too much about, like, the U.S. I knew the Congress and the Senate and the Supreme Court and stuff. I knew about that, but
the Chancellor.
Once I took a political science class, then I learned a bit too much about politics. Like, now I'm just, all that I know is politics now. Like, forget all the tech stuff. Forget the web development stuff. Like, it's all about the politics, and I hate that.
Yeah, the TechCatchupPodc. Nah, it's the Politic podcast.
The politique. The catch up the politique.
We're having a new we are rebranding.
Yep. Rewriting the show. Gotta rename it.
Yep.
No, but
yeah.
I don't know. It's a messed up system, honestly. Like, it's crazy to think about, like, how close we are to having to invoke the 25th Amendment. And I think he's okay, like, but I don't think he's, like, doing as well as they're letting on. Like, I'm not here to be a conspiracy theorist at all, but imagine if something were to almost happen to him, it isn't like they'd go out and say, "Oh my gosh, he's gonna die." They'd be like, "Oh no, he's doing okay. We just have to. We're just starting a new treatment on him. We're just giving him some
Yeah,
oxygen."
they're like he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Hide it
Because
from the public.
they don't want to start a bunch of whatchamacallit, like a bunch of hysteria surrounding that. Like,
Yeah.
they just want to keep everyone calm. That's the same thing that he does a lot with, like, the virus and stuff. Like, he doesn't want to make people afraid of something, so he always just tries to make it sound like it's gonna be okay. And I think that there is an element of dishonesty to that, but it also kind of makes sense because if you say that the president isn't doing well, everyone's going to be like, oh my god, and then the leaders, our enemies even, they're going to be like, oh, well, it looks like the US is weak, so we can't look weak. Like, we have to say, he's getting treatment, but, he can still run the country. He's still in his little office there, and he can do whatever, so I can kind of see why they're doing what they're doing. And I honestly don't fault them for it. Like, I want to know if he's, like, truly okay, and I want to know exactly what's happening, but we're not going to know that, and you probably didn't even know that with Boris Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, I remember at one point I looked on the news, and I think he had, like, a ventilator or something.
Did he? I don't know. I don't really look at the news that much.
Yeah, I know. Like, you can tell that I'm obsessed with Twitter, can't you?
Yeah, I don't use Twitter. I just stay away from that.
Yeah,
I don't really use much platforms.
You should
like, I have Instagram, but I don't use it that much.
I highly recommend that you stay away from Twitter. Like, it's just a cesspool, honestly. Honest to goodness.
It can be very toxic sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Like, let's look at the trending, for example. Just, out of the blue. So,
yeah.
Staged. That's the number one trending. They're saying that this photo was staged of Trump. So this is a sick Trump signing sick Trump signing stuff. And the reason why they say that it's staged, look at his finger! Like, there's a book here, and then his finger's over here. Like, what the heck? That's what you can expect on Twitter. So, Sharpie stuff. And then, next on trending, Sharpie. The White House releases photos of President Trump working while being treated, signing. Everyone's obsessed with these photos still. And then what else? Let's see. The Walking Dead, interesting. People complaining about CNN. Like, that's literally all Twitter is. And I just
complaining.
Just a bunch of complaining, just like I am right now. Just like me before this stream, and when the stream stopped working. Just complaining. And that reminded me, I probably need to interact with Hyper-V just a bit so it doesn't fall asleep. So, yeah. So you don't really keep up on politics, it's just mind-numbing to you?
I do, I don't know. It's like, I understand politics, but I don't at the same time. It's like, I understand the fundamental of it, but I don't look at it in detail.
Like, I just wish that it would be like, oh, let's have a discussion about our president, blah, blah, blah. But instead it's, oh my gosh, you libtard, or oh my gosh, you're so far right, you're a piece of crap, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's no middle ground anymore. Like, there is a spectrum. Most people are never on those extremes. Most people are, like, right here. That's where you should be, honestly. Honest to goodness, but that just doesn't happen anymore. Oop. Just skip past all of my topics. Let's get out of politics. And let's talk about the Caves update. Oh my gosh. Did you see this? Did you see Minecon Live? Did you see, like, Minecon? Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. But I have seen that it's like some do like caves, and it's like some sort of like goat, like a new mod, and there's copper.
I know. I think,
I don't know what you do with the copper. Do you make armor with it?
You can make, okay, so the blocks that I'm showing on screen right now, these are copper blocks, and they age over time. So it kind of like shows you, you know how like the Statue of Liberty has gotten
Yeah.
green and corroded? That's because
Yeah.
copper oxidizes and it changes colors. So they added that into Minecraft, and they also added a bunch of new cave generation, a bunch of new mobs. There's literally a boss, I guess, kind of a boss that you can find underground now, and wireless redstone was added, so now you can send redstone signals up a wire without having to place blocks. Like, there's a bunch of crazy new additions. Like, man, so cool. They also have like these water rafts that you can go on inside the caves, and there's a lot of new features. Let's see if I can like show you like the live stream or something. I think there has to be a place where I can get my intelligence. Let's see. Minecraft Caves update. Archaeology. Oh yeah, archaeology. That was another one. So now you can literally go in and like get this brush and brush off blocks of dirt and discover artifacts.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. It is.
That's actually really interesting.
So let's go through here. So this is called the Warden, and that's kind of like the boss that I was talking about. He's really powerful. But the interesting thing, he doesn't have eyes. So he can hear you, but he doesn't see you, which I think that's a really cool, I guess, way of thinking about mobs in Minecraft.
It looks weird.
I know.
It looks really weird.
It's an interesting texture.
It
And then
is.
here's one of the bigger caves, like I was telling you about. They added this new fish that can attack guardians. Lush caves. That's another kind of biome, I guess, where just a bunch of green life in the cave, which I think that adds an interesting dynamic. And plus, they now have stalagmites and stalactites. So, as you can see there, you have like the spikes
Isn't
in
the
the
ice
cave.
as well? Yeah, like spikes and like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, like do they actually like hurt you?
Yeah, if it either falls on you or if you fall on it, it will definitely hurt you.
Okay, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. And see what else. That's the copper roof. Lush cave again. Blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, that's the new fish again. They're really derpy and cute. But other than that, that's basically all that there is. There's like this new telescope. You can you can mine these crystals. Oh, I guess this is one of the mods that they were suggesting. Okay, so that's
what do you do with like the telescope? Like,
well, you can actually look at like, I don't know if you've ever used Optifine before, which is a mod that you can use to zoom in and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, I've seen it.
But the telescope is basically like Optifine, but on steroids, so you can really zoom in really far with that. But
well, I do like how they are adding new stuff into Minecraft.
Mm-hmm. I think that it really makes the game, I guess, living. Like, most games, they add in DLC, they add in different various editions. But with Minecraft, it's really nice that they keep on reinvigorating it every single year. And you don't have to pay for anything new. Like, that's the biggest thing. It's a really nice model because the game is ever changing, and then once you add in different mods and stuff, like, you're always going to have a new and interesting experience, however you really look at it. So I just really love that, honestly. Like, that's why I keep on coming back to Minecraft, because they really make it a fun game just to keep on playing and playing and playing.
Yeah.
Do you play Minecraft a lot or no?
I used to play more. I used to play a lot of it.
Okay.
I used to play on the 360 a lot back in
me too.
2014. Then moved to PC not long ago, and I have on PC. But I used to play more when I was younger, but I still have the game, and it's a very good game to play.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. I know that. Like, I used to play on mobile, but I
What was
That
that?
was a computer that fell.
As
It's being a bit
a
too...
normal day.
Yeah, just podcast, your hypervisor crashes, and then, your computer crashes, literally. And,
Is it alright?
yes. It wasn't my,
Okay.
my actual computer. It was an old one. Hold on. Okay, I don't even know if this is working. It says connection or conversion failed. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I'm assuming it's good because we're still live, right?
Alright.
Stone was added, so now you can send redstone
I guess we're still
signal.
alive, so yeah.
But it's really delayed. Like, I'm still
Yeah.
like on the live feed. I'm still literally talking about the wireless redstone
I've
right
noticed
now.
that.
So
Yeah.
it's not
It's really
that
delayed.
it's not that great, but we're still live, so that's good, right?
Yeah.
But
So
what was I talking about? I was talking about like Minecraft and stuff, right?
yeah, you're talking about how you used to play it on mobile.
I guess my first experience was on mobile, and then I got it on the Xbox 360, and that's where I played it like a bunch. But
Yeah.
I always wanted the PC version, but my parents thought it was a virus. but then
I
eventually,
always wanted to be.
but then eventually, like I convinced them to buy it and download it, and I've played it on PC ever since. Like it's just far superior. I think ever since like 1.5. So it's been a while, like 2013, I think. Because now they're literally coming out with 1.17, which is 12 versions. Man, that makes me feel old. 7 years I've been playing a single game. Like, it's just
Same
crazy.
here. I've been playing it since 2012, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Long time.
And then
I did have it on the laptop, which I have, which is very weak, but obviously because I never just so you know, this was when I was like young, so this is why I was so dumb. I first game I played on a laptop slash PC, first game, and it was like I think I had it on like max settings, so I couldn't play the game, and I didn't know why. But it's because I was so dumb and so stupid, I forgot to turn down the settings. But
I know.
It's just annoying.
I know.
Like I missed years of playing on PC because I was an idiot.
Well, I don't know why it wouldn't have put on like the lowest settings, like if it detected that you didn't.
Yeah, automatically.
Like that's what you'd expect, but I guess not. I know I used to play it on. I nicknamed it the Likey laptop of Minecraftia with my friends who I used to play with a lot. It's a terrible, terrible laptop. I gave it off to my other friend, and now he's literally replaced it with a Chromebook, which is faster. So that tells you how slow this darn thing
that
was.
shows how slow it is, yeah.
But
the Chromebook's faster.
But it did play Minecraft. Like that's where I had my first like PC experience on Minecraft. But soon after, I upgraded to this other really crappy computer, and I hate calling it crappy, but it just had this really low-powered processor. I have it on the wall right now. That's kind of like my art scheme, is putting components on the wall. It's really easy to take off. This is the computer, like the motherboards that I had. And it also ran Minecraft, but not that well. So then I literally put in like a 10-year-old graphics card, and that was just still terrible. And eventually I was able to build up a computer which my parents are literally still using today, which had a pretty nice APU in it. Like this graphics on board, kind of like the Ryzen chips, some of them. And that ran Minecraft incredibly well, and then even once I upgraded to a dedicated GPU, like that was a very good setup for like late 2014, early 2015.
Oh.
What kind of?
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah, but the Java edition of Minecraft is so stressful on a GPU.
It is.
It's weird. Even trying to run on my machine today, it still lags.
Problem is
on Bedrock, it went smooth, like 500 FPS easily.
That's because Bedrock is written in C Sharp, I think. Whereas
C++.
the
Yeah.
Java edition, it has the terrible Java virtual machine that it has to run on. And plus, it is not even a multi threaded, I think, application. So that's why all the servers are so slow, because
Yeah.
you can basically run it on a Pentium 4 as long as it has a bunch of gigahertz, as long as the clock speed is high. Like, I think that's the only thing that really determines your Minecraft performance, because it's so terribly optimized. So it's not good, honestly. But I still love the Java edition because it's not only the OG, but it
Yes,
also,
it's
it just
better.
seems like it has better redstone, and it's
Uh,
more natural of an experience, whereas the Bedrock version is just marketplace. Oh, look at these fun skins. It's just really commercial, almost.
mhm.
Like, you can tell that Microsoft really loves the Bedrock edition